I forgot my tuxedo.
I've only brought in my gym clothes.
Good enough. Hey, this is the last The Young Folks Oscar Buzz video. So if this is the first one you're seeing for some reason, you should scroll further up in the playlist and watch the other ones. We have been for the last month and a half been talking about
that's time going by really fast.
maybe.
Oh my God.
We've been talking about the 9 movies that were nominated for Best Picture for the 86th 2014 Awards of the Academy, hosted by Ellen DeGeneres.
I love her.
She's
Wouldn't
good.
you want her at a dinner party? She's just stellar.
Yeah, but I'd have to wear a Dory mask to just make it really awkward. And I'm sure she would like it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Oscars are this Sunday because today is February the 27th. I'm going to just date this here. Yeah, the Oscars are this Sunday, March 2nd. I read this morning that this is going to be a first for broadcast or network broadcast awards. That's going to be the first kind of broadcasted thing like that's going to be put on
A
live stream online and on phones and tablets and such. So if you're not going to be able to join us, you can watch it there, and you can have it on your tablet, and then you can look at our tweets because we have a Twitter party and giveaways. You can have the show on your tablet and us on your phone, and it's just a big happy family.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do a little wrap up and talk about some of the miscellaneous awards that we haven't touched on, and I know that we haven't declared our picks.
So we're gonna do a rapid fire.
Yeah.
Getting through those too.
So yeah, best original song. What do you think?
I think it's going to Let It Go.
It's definitely gonna go to Let It Go. If you haven't seen Frozen yet, you gotta Go Slaying.
I would assume so, especially since Idina Menzel's performing.
She is performing.
You would think, right? And it's kind of a phenomenon type song.
It really
there are
is.
So many versions.
Yeah, I just I was walking around a few times. I've just heard kids of all sizes and ages, and yeah, roommates, really? Your
Maybe.
roommates. Actually, I think even my roommates singing this song. Just did you even see the weather reporter from Ohio?
No,
he did his own thing on the traffic
other
reports.
version.
It's
Absurd.
know.
So
it's
yeah,
pretty
I think
insane.
Let It Go.
It's let it go. We're done. Move on to the next one. I want the Moon song to win, but
I wouldn't mind
that's my hipster pick.
I wouldn't mind it, but I just don't think it has a chance.
Yeah.
But maybe I'll be
Definitely not. But oh yeah, best cinematography. We were briefly debating about it, and I was unclear about whether Gravity counts as best cinematography because that's what everyone's kind of going for, and I know that's what I picked. And then I thought to myself, well, so much of this movie is done digitally. Even the lighting stuff is done in post. So much of this movie was done in green screen. It's a great technical feat that, even that beginning tracking shot is just all these different things spliced together.
But it is because it's the art of the shot.
Yeah.
So there are some. Think about the last scene with Sandra Bullock when she rises. That is all about how the cinematographer wanted it to be portrayed, and I thought it was beautiful. But my pick is for Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah.
Because I think the opening 10 minutes is just it is so stylized in such a subdued manner, and this part where he's on the train and you see the cat looking out the window of the train.
I loved that cat.
That is fantastic. That is just art that isn't gonna get any kind of recognition, but I absolutely loved the cinematography in Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yeah.
I thought it was stunning.
Inside Llewyn Davis definitely was just the big snub of the year. We haven't talked about it all that much because
I'm just hurting from it, and I'm really, really upset by how
it's my pick for best sound mixing too, and I'm assuming you as well.
Yep.
Just because it's just probably the best use of the year of actually putting in, you had said, live music performances mixed into kind of a movie.
regular backing
Yeah.
tracks. Yeah, no, I think Les Mis won sound mixing last year, so it would make sense for Inside Llewyn Davis too, because, well, that was one that they deserved it.
No, I
because
know.
it was,
I just think of Russell
I
Crowe.
know. It was live singing mixed in with a regular track. And,
Live singing. Sorry, Russ.
It was, but I mean,
Moving on. Best directing. I'm so torn about this.
really?
Yeah.
I think Alfonso Cuarón deserves it.
I know. I
100%.
just really think that Steve McQueen is just so good.
I think Steve McQueen's really good, but I think he's really good with Sean Bobbitt, his cinematographer.
Yeah.
Like, I think Steve McQueen kind of falls into, like, his similarity, like, similar, like,
Yeah.
what am I thinking of?
Yeah.
It falls every movie, which is fine. Like, his stuff works, but, like, I think Alfonso Cuarón and Gravity, like, I think Gravity is a director's movie. You know, this was his vision.
That's the thing, is
think,
that, like, I ultimately think that he really does deserve the award, as much as I love you're right, that Steve McQueen and Sean Bobbitt are like a power couple with that.
Yeah.
But this has been Cuarón's baby for how many years? 4, 5?
A long time.
Maybe longer.
And I just think from the ground up, it is Alfonso Cuarón's, like, vehicle, and I think it is one of the strongest outputs in, like, a directorial vision that we've had in years. Like, I don't know, I just, out of anything, I won't fault that win in the slightest. I would love to see Steve McQueen years later win for whatever he does next.
Totally.
I think he is,
because that's what happens with the Academy, you know. Like,
yeah, like,
you
I mean,
have a great back catalog, and then you do this one thing. And
I'm just excited to see him nominated. You
Yeah.
know, like, I think that's fantastic.
yeah,
I'm almost surprised.
It's amazing.
But yeah, so that's my thoughts on that one.
Cool. I didn't get to see The Wind Rises yet. You did.
It's perfect. It is as near perfection as a movie can get. So, I think Frozen will win. Wind Rises undoubtedly deserves to win.
I saw Frozen. I liked it. It was good. I liked Tangled more. It's basically the same. No.
I wouldn't say it's the same.
All right.
It's just there's a lot of themes about Frozen that transcend the animation.
Oh no,
genre.
believe me, and that's what I really liked about it. And aside from Let It Go, it was the songs that really kind of pulled me out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought. I mean, I liked Frozen. There's definitely been animated movies in the recent years that, like, I would put way ahead of it, like Paranorman and How to Train Your Dragon and stuff.
Yeah.
But if a Disney film had to win, I'm not gonna be mad that Frozen wins for a very female empowering film.
And
However,
that it is.
However, The Wind Rises deserves it so
Especially because it's his
badly.
last direct. I mean, he might come out of retirement, Hayao Miyazaki, but even like if it really truly is his last great directorial effort, he really deserves this acknowledgement. I think it would be very important if he got the award.
I think the reason why this one deserves so much too is that it's like animation that, like, it's a story that had to be told animated. Like, it is just like you could not have told the same story in the way that he did live action, and I think that's like the pinnacle of, like, strength in an animated film. But I'm still processing this one. I just saw that last week. Have you seen any of the other ones? I've seen Despicable Me 2.
I know The Croods is on Netflix.
I started that like 5 minutes in, and I was kind of like,
just kind of weren't digging it.
And then Ernest and Celestine comes out this Friday, and they're by G Kids, and I've heard they could be the next kind of big. They are the ones who did, like, The Secret of Kells, and they have a very, like,
You're losing me.
I don't know.
That's okay.
My random knowledge, sorry.
Look it up.
But yeah, so
Look
that's
it. All right. The debate: Best Supporting Actress, J-Law versus Lupita Nyong'o. Can we just skip this? Everyone's been talking about it. She really should. She deserves it. And I don't know. That's
all I can say.
That's
and
it.
I'll be super frustrated if it doesn't happen.
Moving on. Best Supporting Actor. This is the one that I really struggled with in my brain. Like, I made like an internal equation to do it, because there's been the controversy about, like, okay, Jared Leto's performance was great, but then people make the argument that
I've lost some of my fervor in thinking he was great.
believe me, I would say that it was good. Most people would say great, or people are assuming he's the lock, quote unquote. But people are making the argument like, well, wouldn't it have been a little bit more transcendent to actually cast a transsexual woman?
Yeah, it would have been, but
Which I would say, like, yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. And the fact that Barkhad Abdi, I know it's not the same thing, but the fact that Barkhad Abdi had never acted before, but was cast being himself from Somalia, genuinely from that place of origin, and actually acting and having a great performance out of it. That's transcendent in itself.
I think he should I agree with that, and I think he should win because I just think he had the best performance out of everything.
Yeah.
Like, did anybody expect to feel anything for this character going into it, and how much did you feel for him at the end? You know, like,
he was absolutely the strongest part of that movie.
Like, I'll say it, like I've said before, Jared Leto and Matthew McConaughey, respectively, relied heavily on charisma.
And weight loss.
And Barkhad Abdi was just true performance, and I thought it was fantastic. But
that
again,
being said, I just like basically for me it was torn between like Barkhad Abdi was great, and I was just Michael Fassbender's performance in 12 Years a Slave. Just like it's just one of those things where you just have maybe he's just really I like him a lot. Maybe it's because he's Magneto. I don't know. He plays a really good villain, and this guy is just despicable, and I don't know why I like how despicable that character was, but it was such a strong performance.
It was such a character, but he hasn't campaigned at all.
No.
So he doesn't have a chance.
At least, well, 12 Years a Slave has been campaigning pretty strongly, I feel, but not him.
Not as strongly as a lot of other things. Like Leonardo DiCaprio's been campaigning pretty strong. Kate Blanchett, Bradley Cooper's been hitting the like whole scene. Like David O. Russell has been. So I think 12 Years a Slave is not campaigning as heavily as other people are, and I don't know if I respect them for it, but I'm also like, I really want you guys to win. But that's about it.
Yeah. So, Best Actress. I can only speak for Sandra Bullock and Judi Dench's performance. I haven't seen the other ones, I think.
I've seen all of them.
Okay. You thought Meryl Streep was terrible?
I really did. I thought she was absolutely awful. Yeah, I am saying that of a Meryl Streep performance. It was shit. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
And then I think that Kate Blanchett will win, even though I thought it was really technical. I think it was really good, but I think it was very much kind of like a theatrical masterclass showing. And then I think Adele, the girl from Blues Orbit Colors, should be winning, but she wasn't even nominated. So that's my feelings on that. The best female
Hipster vote.
No, the best female performances of this year weren't even nominated, so it doesn't matter. Her, Brie Larson, those are the two strongest performances of this year. Two of the strongest performances of this year, and they won't get anything. So that's my feelings on Best Actress. Sorry.
I liked Sandra Bullock.
I liked her a lot.
I thought she was great.
I liked her a lot.
I think that her performance was integral in that a whole audience, because it's a broad audience, and people really absolutely needed to connect with her as a character in order to make this connection with this world. I know it's like it's a film, but really it's like a real, genuine, like basic normal person that doesn't know anything about traveling in space, lost in space. And I don't know,
I liked her.
Like, for lack of a better pun, she anchored the story. So Gravity sucks. Not the movie, actual Gravity.
I was just gonna be like, what are you saying?
Best actor is what I'm saying.
This is not even a question. Chiwetel Ejiofor should be winning this.
I agree.
Should be winning this.
I agree.
And again, we've talked about this to death.
Does the Academy agree?
No.
No, they don't.
Never. I would really love an upset for this one too, but I'm not crossing my fingers just because Matthew McConaughey also is campaigning the hell out of this movie, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's a renaissance of an amazing performer," and it's like, no, it's just a guy who started picking really good roles, who tapped into the talent he already had. But hey, it's fine. I still enjoy him. I really do. Do not think he should win for this role. He can go ahead and win an Emmy for True Detective. Fine.
I need to watch that. So, yeah. We think Chiwetel Ejiofor. Probably they're going to pick Matthew McConaughey. Don't be surprised if he wins.
Don't break anything like I might. Anger
I'll get the lamps out of the room for you. Best Picture.
12 Years a Slave should.
It really should. Do you think Gravity will get it? It might.
I don't.
Apparently, it's like people are really like going 50-50 on it.
I still
What
think
did
12 Years a
what
Slave.
won the BAFTA?
12 Years a Slave.
It did.
Yeah, and so did Chiwetel Ejiofor. And no, that was it.
Yep.
For them there. So I think 12 Years a Slave is going to get it because even if voters didn't like it, they respected it.
I think that if it wins, it's going to be very historically important.
I think so too. I think it's a movie that will. I think again, it's definitive, and it'll probably be no matter what wins this year, it'll be the best win since No Country for Old Men.
That being said, 12 Years a Slave, I think it absolutely deserves the award. I love Gravity and Her just as much.
I love Her just as much.
I think if you're just going to go and watch these movies and you're watching this Monday morning after the Oscars happens and 12 Years a Slave, say, maybe won. But you're like, oh, I should watch that. You should definitely watch these other movies too because all of these movies are really, really well-made movies.
Very much so, except for American Hustle. Don't watch that one.
I mean, if you, I was looking at some lists earlier, and Citizen Kane didn't win. What was the? What was the movie?
How Green Is My Valley.
Yes. So.
Was My Valley.
The most historic movie ever was up for Best Picture and did not win. Yep. So there you go. I think that's it.
Yep. Well. Tune in at the Oscars and follow the young folks on Twitter.
Yes. You can pick You can pick out your nominations too if you go to oscar.go.com, and you can join us for our Twitter party. Our handle is at TYF official. We're going to be going with hashtag TYF Oscars. I'm Evan.
I'm Allie.
And we'll talk about other stuff at some point soon.
Yeah. Yay. Bye.
Do we want to talk about Marvel?
No.
Are
Not
you
yet.
sure?
Not yet.
And if I cut it, does it stop? Does it stop? Cut. Cease. No more.
I don't know.
Okay, I guess I'm just a really bad director.